morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our LS Breaking News channel. And my name is Haynotanakatayut, and today I will be reporting about the story of Romeo and Juliet. And at the end of the story, I will be interview some of our honored guests, and they will share their idea about this story too. In the city of Verona in northern Italy, there lived two families, the Montague and the Capulet. These two families had been enemies for generations. One day, a group of Montague and a group of Capulet met each other on the street, and a fight started. Later, the news of the fight was spread to Escalus, Prince of Verona. He was furious and called out the head of the two houses to discuss. In the result, a rule was set that if there were a fight between these two families happen again, there would be a penalty for them. There was a young man whose name Romeo, walking together with his cousin whose name Benolio. Along the way, Romeo met a servant who is holding the name of people who will be attending a party at the Capulet house. Romeo asked a servant to see a name in that list, and he saw a woman named who he had crushed for a long time, and her name was Rosalind. Without any consideration, Romeo really wanted to attend that party, and he asked his cousin Benolio to come along with him. When they arrived at the party, there were a lot of guests at the party. There was a young beautiful lady named Juliet. She was young, but she was the most beautiful girl in Verona. She was the daughter of the Capulet, whom was enemy of Montague. A young lady, Juliet, was very excited about the party. Her father was having a big dance that night, and in that party, a young pretty lady wore her first real grown-up party dress. Then, a young handsome man named Count Paris, a kinsman to the Prince of Verona. He also joined that party, and he asked a young pretty girl Juliet for a dance, and he asked her father in hand for marriage. Lord Capulet thought that Juliet was too young to get married, and one more thing is that Juliet is the only child that he has. After thinking for a while, he decided to let Juliet marry to Count Paris. Juliet stood on the stair and watched something around her. She saw his cousin Tybalt and her father Capulet stay together at the main door. They were talking with each other. Tybalt was a young, kind person who is easily furious about something, especially involving in a fight. And Tybalt seemed to see a young Romeo at that party. However, Lord Capulet tried to keep Tybalt calm down by avoiding fighting at the party. A blink of an eye, Tybalt was disappeared from the party. Because of his anger, Juliet asked her father about Tybalt where he was. Her father told her about the young Romeo came here without any invitation. Due to the influence beauty of Juliet, Romeo started to fall in love with her immediately. After finished dancing, Juliet and Count Paris walked to the room. A young pretty lady, Juliet knew that there was someone trying to follow her. Juliet asked Count Paris for a drink. Then Count Paris went to take it for her. After that, there was a young man beside her. He was very brave enough to touch her hand without her permission. He acted like he was a priest. He convinced the young lady, Juliet, to let him kiss her lip. Then their conversation had been started, and they have been flirting with each other, and their love started. After they finished their talking, a young man Romeo saw an old lady enter the room. So he asked her about Juliet's family. Then owner answered that she was the daughter of Capulet, the party owner. A young Romeo ended up the conversation and started to feel sad and disappointed after knowing her real identity, since she was the enemy of his family, and he know that in the end they cannot be together. Right now, this comes to the end of our story, and I would like to invite our three honored guests to share about their opinion and idea about the story Romeo and Juliet. Do you guys think that they should be together or not?
I think it is possible for young Romeo to live or stay with Juliet Love between two people, it doesn't judge anything beside themselves, like their identity or something else. Even they are come from enemy family. However, true couple or lover doesn't care about where another side is from, although he or she was poor or rich, black or white. Mm, Love can spirit those things away. That's all for my point. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Miss Vanri. I didn't expect this answer at all. Anyway, thank you so much. Right now, let's hear from Mr. Benlu. What is your idea about these two young couple? What do you think about them?
Thank you, Yud, for this question. And I don't agree with this idea because I think if they do not live or stay together, it is safety for them by not end up with the death. And moreover, I think Romeo did not love Juliet for real. Because of when he go to the party, he want to meet Rosalind, not Juliet. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Benlu. And what about you, Sipkai? What do you think about this question?
Thank you, Katayot, for the question. From my idea, I disagree with this idea because there are two families, the Montagues and Capulets had been an enemy for a long time. I don't think it's good idea for Romeo and Juliet to fall in love with each other. Moreover, Thibault, Juliet's cousin, who was a fiery young man and always wanted to have a duel with Romeo, would try his best to kill Romeo if he found out that Juliet and Romeo fall in love. That's all for my idea. Thank you.
កម្មវិធីនេះឧបត្ថម្ភផ្កាប់មុខដោយ Nippon Pen មាន3រសជាតិរសជាតិសូកូឡារសជាតិ Strawberry និងរសជាតិអូញម៉ូនហាងកោះជប់168មានទទួលកោររួមជើងក្រងរួមក្លៀករួញត្រង់គ្រប់ម៉ូតគ្រប់ម៉ាកនិងគ្រប់រសជាតិ